Hey everybody, and welcome to the recording. And this is Benz0ic from Replay Values, and this is going to be part 6 of Detroit Become Human playthrough. Unfortunately, we lost part 6 due to technical difficulties, which is rather sad. So instead, I'm just going to have to take you guys through the decisions that I made, and then just so we can kind of understand the impact on the game. And thankfully, this game has excellent little decision trees to help out with this narration, which is great. And we should, the thoughts of time, stuff like that. And also as my walk of shame for not getting this uploaded in time, I suppose. Anyway, alright, so let's go through the Eden Club. Let's see if I can tab here to get the world stats, so it should pop up. Alright, on, so we showed up at the Eden Club, followed Hank on into the crime scene. We listened to the briefing, Hank talking to the guy in this creepy club. We have most of this in part 5, but we'll still go through it. You then go and you look at the victim and you look at the android, and you figure out that the android likely killed the victim, which is unfortunate. We repaired her, and then talked to her. And I took the calm approach because, I don't know, androids have a pretty rough go of it, it seems, in this world, so... And yeah, and also, yes, Connor got to look at some android bodies, he got to look at some android booty, and he even tried to buy some android company. And had to get Hank to do it, which was much to his disgust. I found a witness, got myself an eyeball wit, as they would say in the wire. I asked Hank for help, and then I pursued the deviant. We got into the warehouse. I can remember finding the witness stuff did take a little while. It was a little bit stressful, having to connect all the androids. And it was also a bit creepy seeing Connor sort of go up and grab the androids and just being like, I'm going to go into your mind now. No problem with that. Anyway, get into the warehouse, and I found him right away, apparently. Great stuff. Yeah, it took a little while to find the blue-haired one, but I did manage to find it pretty quickly. And then the deviants attacked. I won the fight because I'm a master of, button mashing. And I then chose to spare the deviant, which is interesting. Yeah, they seemed like they were, they were in love and they liked each other and they were both, like, scantily clad. So, I mean, you can't really shoot somebody in that situation. And it was nice to get Hank at the point where he doesn't hate my guts anymore. So, he went from hating my guts to neutral, which had good impacts in a scene that comes up later on. I got a feeling that this is, why Hank didn't do certain things later on. So that was kind of how the Eden Club went. It was a good chapter, and I was like, yeah, I'm sparing all the deviants, not chasing them this time, because anytime I go after a deviant with Connor, it just goes to shit, so. And Connor did not die here, so let's go into Pirates Cove, which I initially thought was some sort of like another, like, I don't know, horror zone for Kara to go into with the bodies hanging down from the little prison things. What do you call it? Little jail cells. And yeah, I literally thought there was something else more creepy going on here. So we started off in the car, which apparently always break down because it's it's a story. Nobody maintains their vehicles. Apparently I forgot to do something here, which I don't know what. Talk to Luther. Doesn't really matter. Car breaks down. And you go inside Pirates Cove, which is an excellent name for a, attraction in the middle of Canada. Headed on the Canadian border somewhere? Detroit, yeah, pirates. All those Great Lakes pirates that existed over the years. Anyway. I guess what the Europeans think, middle of Canada looks like, I suppose. But, I mean, it's got tentacles, so that's cool, too. We're into that. We examined some frozen androids. We switched on the Ivan. We looked at a map, and we figured out that this place was, all frozen out and abandoned. Yeah, we didn't know what he was at first, so he's kind of stood up from behind. It's kind of creepy again. I didn't know what they were going to do to Kara in this chapter initially, so I was a little bit worried after the whole Zalacto incident. We get into the tavern. Now we do some stuff in the tavern. We start a fire. Apparently Luther can do that. We look through a window. We read things. Exciting. Creepy stories, And then we make a bed for Alex, or Alice, my apologies, who eventually goes to bed. We didn't tell her story. My story was hopeful, just so everybody knows. Positivity for Alice when we put her to bed. I still got my gun with me because, you know, guns, why not? The shadows attack. Shadows. And I chose to... Oh, we should get the tabs up here. Yeah. And I chose to protect Alice. Yeah, I didn't even notice the grab stick from fire and put out fire, honestly. I didn't even realize that stuff. I pushed him away. Apparently a lot of people just questioned him. That makes sense. They reveal themselves as Jerry's. Apparently not from Rick and Morty. And then you go outside and get on a carousel, because why not, right? Let the kid have a good laugh, have a good smile, enjoy itself. And that was that chapter. Which was enjoyable. It was more peaceful and relaxing after some of the stuff the characters had to go through. Then we had the bridge, which was a funny chapter pulling Hank out of the, Oh no, was that was an earlier chapter? No, yeah, that was an earlier chapter. This one we met on down by the playground, and Hank was kind of drunk and stuff. I discussed the photo. He did not like that. He really didn't. We got negative for that, which was kind of surprising, because I thought, well, maybe he wants to talk about it. He doesn't. He's Hank. Yeah, Hank then eventually draws a gun on you throughout this conversation after you discuss RA49. And he's kind of just questioning you. I showed fear. Eventually, I guess that placated him, and he didn't end up killing me. You know. So, now I'm more unstable, which is good. Because, you know, Connor should eventually go deviant, because the society's crazy, so why not? Hank was placated, probably because I spared the deviants from last time. If not, he probably would have blown my brains out. That's that. So that was a good one. I felt like we're on the up and up now with Hank, you know? We repaired... last episode was really titled Operation Let's Repair Our Relationship with Hank. So sadly, it had some costs. Yeah. So here. Now we're in the Stratford Tower spot. The heist section. So we make our way through this pretty quickly. I posed as a fireman. You know, makes sense to me. Fires still happen. Got through security up to 447. Marcus looking stylish in this one too, boys. He was coming in with a purpose. Like the man with a plan. Got up, we retrieved the package, we walked around. It was pretty tense. Didn't have anything, you know, what was on the go in this chapter, because they don't give you any details, really. They sort of just push you into it. Managed to hack the dispenser and distract security, using, because, you know, once the food machine goes on the fritz, what are we supposed to do? I remember to lock the door, thank the God. I always do, anytime you go into a bathroom, man. You don't know what's going to go on in there. So never had to go down this entire path, thankfully. Yeah, North calls the cradle. We prepare to cut the grass. Get inside the glass. We ascend around the top floor. Great stuff, right? Raw Paris is great. We barely pass the security using a ruse. Incapacitate security, which is great. Anyway, eventually we end up in the broadcast room. You know, haven't killed anybody. This is swell. Everything's going pacifist style. We get up in the broadcast room. You know, I don't shoot anybody. We'll deal with the operators and knock them out, and I begin calmly. And I don't know if I took the best speech route, you know. I began calmly. I demanded end of slavery, equal rights, which is, I suppose, a little bit broad. End of slavery, not broad. Equal rights, fairly broad. Justice and universal suffrage seems pretty broad. Perhaps the right to work or end segregation might have been better, though. A little bit more palatable. Perhaps, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Right to own property, of course. Means reproduction. You know, perhaps Karl Marx would have approved of that one. And peacefully, and then SWAT comes on in, being dicks. Simon got damaged. I tried to save Simon, and I failed at it. Because I still sometimes don't know when I'm supposed to button mash and hold the button. So Simon got killed. Whoops! Onto the roof. We get ready to jump. We jump off the edge. Jumpy jump. Pretty epic. There's like 3 buttons here for jump. Yeah, anyway. So we're off the edge with Simon's destroyed. Now, you know, at least we got probably one of the least popular endings. Pretty neat. And then we are on to Public Enemy, which is the last chapter of the playthrough that went missing. Public Enemy. Yeah, we're investigating a Stratford Tower incident. So here, I didn't realize we missed all of this too. You can investigate a bunch of stuff in the corridors. I missed it all. All I did was listen to the debriefing and then just walk behind them and walked into the other room. Didn't even realize you could do this stuff. Knocked out guard, a bunch of different stuff. Honest to God, didn't pick up any of it. Yep, disappointing. I mean, I met Perkins, he was a dick, and into the broadcast room. Now I started doing things, and I checked out everything, and I looked around, I found most everything, so that was pretty great. So apparently I missed one thing that led to something up here. Yeah, the one I saved the first cop, right? I got to talk to the hostage situation, but his ending, not the best. So after we analyzed the broadcast room, I went to go talk to the androids in the kitchen. Ooh, boys. I found a deviant after a while, and he didn't attack me. We had a scrap. He stabbed me with a knife, which I managed to get out of me, like, barely. Again, I didn't know if I was supposed to button mash or hold it down. I swear, it's the most confusing thing in this game. It's really the biggest detective mystery. Anyway, so I chased the deviant. Had a brutal choice here of, like, what to do. Was like, protect Hank or shoot the deviant. And after the last time where I didn't choose Hank, I chose Hank. So deviant then shot. It killed the whole... Everyone in the hallway died, including the poor cop that I saved in the first chapter. 4% here, people. God, man. Horrible. Horrible. But Connor sacrificed himself for Hank, so at least Hank likes me now. Well, he didn't... You know, I got my relationship with Hank went up. We became more greater buddies after that. But it went down a little bit afterwards when I came back, and I died, but that was it. So I feel like it was mostly good for my relationship with Hank, but... Anyway. I feel like I kind of messed up that chapter. Yeah. Anyway, so... That was all the chapters that I do believe that I have missed. After that became Midnight Train, which is where the next video picks up for part 7. So yeah, that was part 6. I mean, it's sad that you guys all got to miss all the great quips that I came up with, you know, and instead... Now you're just left with clips, you know? And... It is what it is. I'll do my best not to make sure that videos get uploaded almost immediately after I finish my my playthroughs, just to make sure that doesn't happen again. But that's it. First game I played through, first stream, so there's gonna be mistakes. I hope people can forgive me. All right, so have a good day, everybody. See you later. Bye.